Hi guys, this is Vinash Sharma, and in this session we will discuss the inheritance in .NET C Sharp. What is the inheritance? In inheritance, it's a process where one object or class inherits the property and behavior of another object or class. The class which inherits the property and behavior of other class is called the derived class or subclass or child class, and whose members are inherited is called the base class or parent class or superclass. Types of inheritance. There are four types: single, hierarchical, multi-level, and multiple. Multiple is not allowed in the C sharp, but we can use this concept by using the interface. First of all, we check the single inheritance with this diagram. We have two class 1 and class 2. In class 1, we have two variables, that is the public string A and protected string B. Now, the class 2 is inheriting the class 1. So class 1 is the superclass, base class or parent class for the class 2. And the class 2 is the subclass or derived class or child class for the class 1. After inheriting the members of the class 1, the class has now four variables: the public string C and the protected string C. These variables already are in the class 2, and the public A and protected B have been inherited from the class 1. So this is called also merging. It means now class 2 can acquire all the public members or protected members from the class 1. So this is called the single inheritance. Now we check the practical of the single inheritance. We have two class shape and the measurement. In class shape, we have three variables. First one is the private, so we cannot access this one. The public circle and public square and the public method, that is the get shape. In measurement, we have the public height and public width, and the method is the get measurement. So both class are the independent. Now in third class, if I create the instance of the measurement, say this one, equal to new object, now if we check which members variable are accessible, so object dot, then height, then object dot width, then object dot get measurement. And if I try object dot circle, so we have an error on the circle because the circle is not the member of the measurement class. The circle is the member of the shape class, but I want access all the member variable from the both class with the single instance, that is the object of the measurement. So in this case, we can inherit the class shape class into the measurement. So for the inheritance, use the colon, then name of the class. Now the measurement class is inheriting all the public and the protected member from the shape class. Shape class is a parent class or superclass or base class, and measurement is the derived class or child class or subclass. It means through the instance of the measurement, we can access all the members variable from the shape class, because measurement class now can access all the variables from the shape class. So if I check again, so error gone. Then circle, object dot, then square, box, and finally object dot get shape method. So this is a case of the single inheritance. If I run this program, so you can see the program compiled successfully and we have some message. Next one is the multi-level inheritance. What's that? We can check with the diagram. We have three class 1, class 2 and class 3. Class 2 is inheriting the class 1. In class 1 we have the two variable public string A, then protected B. And class 2 has only two variables, that is the C and D. But after the inheritance, now class 2 has the four variables, A from class 1 and B from the class 1. Class 3, it has already two members E and F, but after the inheritance, now class 3 has the A from class 2, B from class 2, C from class 2 and D. Now class 3 has the 6 member variable. So class 1 is the base class for the class 2, and the class 2 is a base class for the class 3 but derived class for the class 1. So this is called the multi-level inheritance. Now we check the practical of the multi-level inheritance. So already we have the two class, shape and the measurement. Now we have third class, that is the product. In product we have two variables, public price int, public आपका manufacture year string, and the one method that the public get product message. Now this is the class product. I want to use this product class only, and I want to access all the members from the measurement the shape class through the instance of the product. So right now all three classes are the independent. Okay, so if I say change product, now so we have errors almost on all variables because these variables are not available through the instance of the product class. What to do? If I try this one, say shapes, then measurement. If I try to inherit the both class, then we have an error because the multiple inheritance is not allowed in the C#. So what to do? I'll inherit the shape class into the measurement shape class, and finally in the product. So most base class is the shape, and the measurement class is a base class for the product class, also derived class for the shape class, and most derived class is the product. Now through the product class we can access all the members from the shape class and the measurement class. So if I check, now error gone. So we have two more variable, price, manufacturer and the get product message. Now so object dot price, then object dot manufacturer and object dot get product message method. Now there is no error, so I check this program, I run program. So we have some message, so program has been compiled successfully. Now we check the hierarchical inheritance. As you can see the diagram, we have three class 1, class 2 and class 3. So in case of the hierarchical, class 2 inherit the class 1, and same way class 3 again inherit the class 1. So class 1 is the base class for the class 2 and the class 3, and class 2 and the class 3 are the derived class from the class 1. So in class 1 we have two variable, in class 2 we have two variable but two member variable from the class 1. Now the class 2 has the four variables. The same way, if class 3 has the two variables and the two variable member variable from the class 1, again class 3 has the four member variable. Now we check the practical of the hierarchical inheritance. So we have one more class, that is the company, and already we have the class shape and the measurement. Now I want, if I create the instance of the shapes, then I also need to access the information name and address from company class. And if I create the instance of the measurement, again I need to access the name and address from the company class. So right now there is no inheritance. all classes are the independent. So in that case, if I inherit company, now the shape class can access all the members variable from the company class. Again, measurement, company. The same way, measurement again can access the member variable from the company. Okay, we check this one. Shape object dot, then address, then object dot the name ABC, and object dot circle and object dot then square box, and finally object dot get shape method. So it means through the instance of the shape class, I can access all the members from the shape class, also inherited class, that is the company class, because company class is the most base class for the shape class and the measurement, and shape is the derived class from the company. Also measurement is also a derived class from the company class. So right now I can access the address and name. This is the from the company class, and the variable from the shape class, circle, square and get shapes. So right now there is no error. So if I create the instance of the measurement, so we have error on three members, circle, square and get shape, because these are not accessible from the measurement class. These variables, member variable, are in the shape class. So but address and name, these are coming from the company class, inherited. So then height and width and finally get measurement method. Now all errors gone. So I run this program. So you can see the program has been compiled and executed successfully. So guys, this was all about the inheritance in the .NET C#. Thanks for watching the video.